How the Wailing Woman legend traveled the world reached a specific moment that almost never makes it into the official account. The moon hung low over the desolate landscape of Xochimilco, Mexico, casting a silvery glow on the canals that wove like shimmering ribbons through the ancient earth. It was 1950, and the air was thick with the scent of damp earth and blooming jasmine. As the midnight hour drew near, the sound of weeping drifted across the water, haunting and sweet. It was said that the wailing woman La Llorona was near. In a small village nearby, a young girl named Isabella listened intently as her grandmother wove the tale of La Llorona. Her voice trembled with reverence, and in the flickering candlelight, shadows danced on the walls, giving life to the legends of their ancestors. She was once a beautiful woman, a loving mother, but her heart was shattered when she discovered her husband's betrayal, the grandmother began, her voice dropping to a whisper. In her despair, she took the lives of her children and was cursed to wander these waters forever, searching for their lost souls. Isabella's eyes widened with each word, her imagination igniting with visions of a ghostly figure cloaked in white, her anguished cries echoing through the night. The story gripped her, weaving a tapestry of fear and fascination that would anchor itself in her heart. She felt the chill of the night air and shivered, not just from the cold, but from the weight of the sorrow in her grandmother's voice. The Wailing Woman was not just a ghost, she was a mother, a reflection of heartbreak and loss. As the years rolled on, that tale didn't remain confined to the canals of Xochimilco. It slipped through the fingers of time and traveled far and wide. In the bustling streets of Chicago's Pilsen neighborhood, a group of teenagers gathered beneath the flickering neon lights of a taco stand. Among them was Miguel, a boy with laughter that could light up the darkest corners. But tonight, his demeanor was serious. The conversation had turned to legends, and La Llorona came up, drawing gasps and playful shrieks from the group. "Do you really think she's out there?" a girl named Rosa asked, biting into her torta. Miguel shrugged, but the flicker of doubt in his eyes hinted at a deeper connection. "I don't know," he said, his voice lowering. "My mom says La Llorona was real, that she would wail from the river if you wandered too close at night. She lost her kids, and now she takes others." They shared stories late into the night, voices overlapping like the waves on the shore. As the sun dipped below the horizon, those who had never heard of La Llorona felt a shiver dance down their spines. The legend, once rooted in a distant land, had taken root in their hearts, echoing the fears and dreams of an entire community. Meanwhile, across oceans, the Wailing Woman's story found her in the bustling streets of Manila, Philippines, where a woman named Liza held a candlelit vigil for those lost too soon. The air was thick with incense, and the flickering flames chased away shadows, but the stories of La Llorona lingered. Liza's mother had told her tales of a white-clad figure who haunted the rivers, crying for her children. On this night, she saw the reflection of her own grief and love in that ancient legend, and it resonated deeply. "Do you hear her?" Liza asked her friend Elena, glancing toward the river's edge. "Sometimes I think I can." Elena nodded, her heart heavy. This pain, it's universal, isn't it? To lose something so precious. In that moment of shared sorrow, the distance from Mexico to the Philippines evaporated, and the legend was reborn in their hearts. But there was a darker side to the legend that emerged in the shadows. In the heart of a sprawling suburb in Los Angeles, a series of tragedies stirred fear among families. Children began to go missing. Whispers of La Llorona drifted through the neighborhoods, igniting a wave of panic. In this melting pot of cultures, families clung to the ancient narrative, warning their children to stay close, to listen for the wails that warned of danger. In the midst of this chaos, a young boy named Javier, adventurous and brave, decided to face the legend head-on. With his friends, he ventured into the depths of the nearby park, armed with flashlights and a determination that was both fearless and foolish. As they approached the riverbank, the laughter quickly faded, replaced by the chilling whispers of the night. It felt as though the air itself quivered with anticipation. Javier shrugged, though fear crept into his heart. Maybe she's just a story, he declared. But deep down he felt the weight of the stories, those that traveled to him from Mexico, from the streets of Chicago, and through the tales spoken by Liza in Manila. As shadows loomed closer, they heard it, a low, mournful cry that echoed through the trees. It was a sound so raw, so filled with anguish, it sent chills down their spines. Overwhelmed, they turned and ran, the laughter replaced by desperate breaths, each thump of their hearts matching the pulse of fear that had woven itself into the fabric of their night. Back in Xochimilco, Isabella had grown older, but the legend of La Llorona clung to her like a shroud. She returned to the canals, now a young woman, hoping to understand the tale that had shaped her childhood. Standing at the water's edge, she felt the cool breeze brush against her skin, and for a fleeting moment, she thought she could hear the distant wails carried by the wind. But as she looked into the water, she saw her reflection, a mix of past and present. The tales of loss had transformed into something more profound. They weren't just stories of horror, they were reminders of love, heartbreak, and the universal struggle of motherhood. The legend had traveled across seas, through generations, binding people together in shared experiences of grief and resilience. The legend of La Llorona had become a tapestry, woven with threads of sorrow and hope, that connected people from different corners of the world. As Isabella turned away from the water's edge, she knew that the Wailing Woman would forever be part of their lives, a story passed down, reimagined, and reborn in the hearts of those who faced their own tribulations. In every tear shed, in every heart that had broken, La Llorona lived on not just as a haunting figure, but as a testament to the depth of human experience, the pain of loss, and the enduring power of love. And in that understanding, there was peace. Which part changed how you read this? Put it in the comments.